All right, so with expected rate cuts from the SNB this week, right, the Swedish National Bank, we're expecting some form of weakness from the CHF, right, the Swiss franc. Now, our technicals are also aligning perfectly with our fundamentals. So we have this bullish breakout, right, on NZD-CHF. We closed above this daily range, right? This is our current demand in control on the daily. And then this high was not able to create a new low. In a bearish market, we are expecting price to create new lows. So once we fail to create new lows, then we are switching into a bullish environment. So we had equal lows created instead, right? Now on the 4-hour, we have this 4-hour demand and then this 4-hour demand, right? This 4-hour demand caused a bullish move for price to close above the daily range, right? And then we also have this 4-hour demand closing above this high. So they are all capable of causing a reversal, bullish reversal for price. So I'm expecting price to get reversals either at this demand or this demand. So if we get a pullback to this demand, get a necessary structural shift, a change of character, a break of structure, I'll be looking for buys to the upside. And our target will be this week high. Our target will be the week high that failed to create a new low, and then our stop loss will be 15 pips below our demand zone, right? So we're targeting the week high. So that's a 1:3 trade, right? If we get a breakthrough down to this level, right, I'll be looking for a structural shift. So probably see price pushing up, pushing down, create a supply that will lead price to this zone. Price will take out that supply with a demand, push back to create a new demand, and then we get our break of structure. So then we enter with our stop loss below this low, right? And then I'll take profit at the week high. All right, so on USD card, we had price pushing down to this demand, respecting this demand and pushing up, right? Now on the 4-hour, we have this fresh demand, 4-hour demand, that led to price closing above these highs, right? So we are looking at price coming back down to this demand, giving us the necessary reaction, and then we'll be looking for buys. We have these equal lows, right? So I'm looking for price to sweep these equal lows, give us the necessary structural shifts, and then we look for buys to the upside on USD card, right? Okay, in our last weekly outlook, I was expecting the DXY to have a reaction at this demand to this fresh supply, but then I also mentioned I was also expecting the DXY to first take out these liquidity lows, right? Because we had this low breaking structure, and there's normally liquidity lying below strong lows and strong highs, right? So I was expecting price to first tap this liquidity and then we get a push to the upside. But currently we are ranging, right? We have this supply that is in control of price. So price trades above this supply, we can't be looking for buys yet, right? Because we are stuck in this range. We are not making clear highs or clear lows, right? So if I get DXY pushing up, right, pushing down to the demand that led to the taking out of this supply, then I'll look for buys to the upside, right? So then I'm still not making a move on DXY, right? I'm still not making a move on DXY. So expected a little bit of bearishness, and then we get a bullish breakout, and then I'll look for buys, because there has to be a correction on the DXY, right, after this bearish breakout. And pattern wise, we are having this sort of head and shoulder pattern, right? Having this sort of head and shoulder pattern on DXY, and with an overextension like this, a correction is expected. So on DXY this week, I'm expecting DXY to be bullish, right? But till we trade above the zone, we can't be looking for buys on the DXY, right? So technically we are still bearish, but if we start trading above the zone, then we'll be looking for bullish moves on the DXY. All right, so on odd USD this week, right, we are stuck in a range. We are range bound, right? we've had price testing this supply, but we have a fresh demand below here, so I won't be surprised if price is looking to push to the downside. Now we are stuck in a range, right? And in a range we are looking to sell at the range highs and what, buy at the range lows. So currently this is our 4-hour demand in control of price. This 4-hour led to the break above this high, and then yes, it looks like a sustained close above this high. So there's also liquidity line above equal highs and equal lows, but I'm looking to sell all the USD this week, right? So if I get a bit of a push up, clearing this equal highs liquidity, pushing down, price pushing up back to the demand that led to the taking out of the supply, and I'll look for sales to the downside, right? So if you right away also get the break, get a push up to that demand, the supply that led to the taking out of this demand, right? Get a reaction, a change of character, break of structure, then I'll be looking for sell down to this range, right? And even beyond, because this is a weak low, this is a weak low, this is a weak low, right? Because a low that fails to take out a high is a weak low, right? This is also a weak high, this is also a weak high. So price is actually consolidating, and we sell at range highs and then we buy at what range was lows. So if I get the necessary shifts in structure, I'll be looking for sales on all the USD to the downside. Now the best setup will be price taking out this equal high liquidity before giving us the necessary structural shift to the downside. All right, so on Euraud this week, Euraud is bullish, right? But the current phase of the market is bearish because we are having this exhaustion from price. But this is our current demand that is in control of price, right? And on the 4-hour, we had price creating this demand, and then this 4-hour demand and then pushing up to take out this high. And we are currently shifting bearish, right? So I'm expecting price to push down, take out this liquidity low, right? This strong low liquidity, pushing down, right, to this demand, unmitigated demand, getting a break above the supply that led to price pushing down to this demand, pulling back into the demand that led to the break of the supply, and then I'll look for buys to the upside, right? However, if we end up melting through down to this level, right, this will be a second place I'll be looking for price to push to the upside. So I'm bullish on Euraud, right? I'm not looking for sales on Euraud. It's either buys or nothing, right? So on Euraud this week, I'm looking to be bullish on Euraud. All right, so on Euro USD, I'm looking to be bearish on Euro USD, right? We had a bullish breakout out of this what range, and then we had price overextending at the buy side, right? So I'm expecting price to make a sell correction, right? But I'll only be looking for sales if we take out the current demand in control. So this is our current demand in control, and this is also another demand, but this is our immediate demand in control, right? So we start trading below this 4-hour demand levels, right? I can't start looking for sales, right? Because we could very much push down to this demand, price have a reaction, and we keep pushing to the upside, right? So we can only start looking for sales if we trade below this demand zone, right? And then our target would be to this daily what demand, right? To this daily demand. This is the ultimate target for price. Just like the DXY, we are having an inverted head and shoulder on the Euro USD, which is also what an indication of price having to come back to what, to this demand, right? So I only start looking for sales on Euro USD if we get price taking out the demand or the supply in control. All right.